Hey guys, this is the O.P.O.V podcast. I am your host, Jessica J.
Host,
Johnson,
host.
and I have my co host, Tov, here with me. Our other co host, Kenya, is on vacation.
Happy
And
birthday.
yeah, shout out to Kenya. Happy birthday. I hope she's having a marvelous time on vacation.
For sure. For sure.
So,
For sure.
what's up with you?
Nothing. My daughter just had her birthday too. Her date of birth.
Okay.
Yeah. Um. Thank.
Congratulations. That's
Thank
exciting.
you. Thank you. Both happened last week, but so still trying to get everything adjusted. Other than that, it was a true blessing. She held it down like a warrior. G. It wasn't too bad of a labor.
Good, good, good. It's really
But
exciting. And your other daughter's birthday is coming up.
my other daughter's birthday is on Saturday, and that's going to be cool. So, um, yeah, we're going to go out to eat and chill out with her Saturday.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, all these birthdays in a row.
Expensive.
So, the new baby came early. She came early. We had some, excuse me, sorry about that. We had a shower, a baby shower planned, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to cancel within 30 days to get your money back.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't get our money back. Long story short,
So why don't you just still have it?
because there was still other things that need paid. So it was like either take the loss or keep paying into something that's going to happen that shouldn't, that where it still would be less expensive doing something after she gets out of the hospital. Does that make sense?
Oh, so what you taking a loss, it'll be still less expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So what is it, like a deposit loss?
Uh, yeah, but it's more than that because there was more was put down than just the deposit, and then
Mm.
the caterer also, you know.
The caterer kept the money too?
Yep, it
Wow.
was so close. It's so close to it. So
Wow. I'm so
you
sorry.
don't. I don't know. I don't think you take things like that into consideration when you're planning things like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think in a circumstance like this, they probably should have worked with you a little bit. But
yeah,
that's just my opinion. But hey, if people got their policies, whatever.
yeah. What y'all do? Can't,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna cry about spilled milk.
yeah, yeah,
Especially if I'm still able to have something for her and it'd be
yeah,
good. You know? So
yeah.
salute
Plus,
to
what
my
you're
girl for
having,
being a G.
I think that what you're planning to have, you probably should have did that from the beginning anyway.
What?
The get together that you're planning to have, you probably should have did that from the beginning anyway.
Yeah,
Probably would have been easier.
yeah. We really didn't communicate that good on the what we wanted to have and things like that, and I didn't really put my input in. I did. It's not her fault. It was more so the other baby showers. I wasn't really. You know what I mean? I just
Yeah.
let the women put it together. So we was
Mm-hmm.
just gonna have our own thing at first, even
Mm-hmm.
though financially it would have made sense to have it where we having them anyway. But
Yeah.
at that point, it would have been nice. It would have been real nice. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but other than that, it's been a very tiring weekend. But I feel blessed all in all.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm really, really glad. I'm happy for you guys. I'm glad my new little niece is here. It's exciting times.
So what's the good with you?
Well, I know you see this lovely chocolate glow I have. I just got back from Jamaica.
Yeah, got some of that real sunlight, that good sunlight.
Yes, can't you tell? But this vacation that I just went on was the best vacation of my entire life so
Y'all was
far.
down there forever.
7 days, got it in. I committed to doing things that I said I would never do in the past. I committed to doing those things. So we climbed Dunn's River Falls. We did parasailing. We did the bamboo rafting. And I also got a full body limestone massage, which was very nice. Um, yeah, we stayed at an all inclusive, so it wasn't that expensive. We just had a ball. It was a great experience for me, great experience for my daughter. She didn't want to come home, neither did I. So yeah,
Yeah, because 7 days is a long time for you. Still do not want to come home after seven
no,
days.
I did not.
That's, I mean, it was good.
She said, "Mom, can we live here?" I was like, "Well, living here is different from vacationing."
Oh, you never know.
So yeah,
Never know. You might be able to get a
yeah,
nice job there. You might be able to be a general manager at a hotel or something.
yeah. Mm, well, maybe the GM get paid good. I don't know, but yeah. Mm-mm.
I would assume the hotel would pay for the GM's housing, probably.
But now I'm just looking forward to seeing like where else can we go, because we had just got our passports recently, so now it's like, well, what are we going to do next year or whenever? It's exciting
You
times.
gotta sell the Mediterranean.
Man, listen, I'm doing everything. I felt like at this point in my life, I you know put things into perspective and said I need to start living life, and yeah, let's get it.
Well,
So
that's good. That's good. Jamaica was able to give you that breather and open your eyes up. See that
it
there's
was.
more out there. I need to stop messing around, get my passport myself.
You definitely
Right.
do. You definitely do. It's in just like 1 month, I feel like it's been a game changer for me. Asia, hey Asia. So yeah. So what you want to do? You want to get into Derek Chauvin's sentencing. Derek Chauvin was sentenced to 22 and a half years for the murder of George Floyd. From what I hear, he will be eligible for release after about 15 of those years. So, what are
And
your thoughts?
somebody said he's trying to take a deal right now too.
Ain't no deal.
Mm-hmm.
He's done. But then, isn't there something else? Some other charges he can get brought up onto?
I don't know if that was in. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this dude. Uh,
He was trying to get a retrial, I think, and got denied.
22 and a half ain't bad.
I mean, we know people who've got close to that for doing less. So, I mean,
True.
do you
Like,
think, given the fact that he committed this crime as an active duty police officer, do you think like the sentencing is just, or you
uh,
think he should have got more or less?
judging on the percentages is just, but judging on the crime is not. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah, because I
For
mean,
a
even
cop to
after
get, go ahead.
after about 15 years, he'll be, from what I read, he'll be about 60 years old. So he'll still have some life to live after he gets out.
He can still be a racist at 60,
Yeah.
active racist.
Mm-hmm. Which a lot of people are. And a lot of people are until they hit the grave. So
It's bad though because you look at the video camera and everything like that, and even the way the judge was acting like he wasn't going to be that lenient on him. You know,
mm-hmm.
it's just I said whenever he was before he even got sentenced, that I thought he was going to only do like 10 to 15 years. I didn't think that 40 years was. I don't know. I just didn't think it was practical for
So 40
somebody.
years would have been max.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I just felt like the judge wasn't going to do that to a cop.
Yeah. But I mean, for being a cop,
That's what I said. The percentage is that cops don't, if they do get convicted, they don't do time. Uh,
mhm.
i.e., what happened to the one girl down there who thought the dude was in her apartment, or said she thought the dude was in her apartment.
How many years did she get?
Thought she only got like 5 years or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It might have been less
Yeah.
than that. And to the point where she got so many, her years was down so much that she still wanted to get a retrial or something, didn't she? Or a reduced sentence.
I don't. I kind of like left that where it was. I didn't really after that whole.
The judge hugging her and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't revisit that again after none of that.
So I mean, the system's broken, and this won't stay that way. So I think that's the most you can ask for from a broken system at this point,
Yeah,
unless
I
people
mean,
start holding justice themselves.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, ultimately, I feel like all right, 15 years. I mean, I'm not angry. I'm not angry about 15 or the total sentence is 22 and a half, but I'm not angry about 15 years. I'd have been angry about 5. Excuse me.
It seems not even being. I'm just angry about he really got killed. Like that's
For
that's the part
nothing.
that's the part that still gets me. Like there's so many cops there to just watch that, and nobody wouldn't even stop him. And then during the sentencing, the mom, the way she didn't say anything about the, you know what I mean, the victim's family, then she didn't offer any like type of condolences or anything like that. She just was talking about how her son's a good person.
Yeah, according to you, the person
Exactly.
who
Like
raised him.
I'm like, who's she talking about?
Because
Talking
this
about
ain't the same person who we watched kneel on somebody's neck for 9.5 minutes.
I'm pretty sure the word she used was selfless and thoughtful. He's thoughtful.
Mm,
That's the
girl,
word.
bye. Girl, bye.
So I don't know. I want to wipe my hands of the whole Dirk Chauvin thing, kind of like Zimmerman. Um,
Yeah.
Thinking about Chauvin is not going to make me happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, all right. I mean, we could put a, a stick of fork in that.
Yeah, stick a fork in that Chauvin case. Rest in peace, George Floyd.
Rest in peace, George Floyd. I hope that his family has some sort of peace or,
Yeah,
um, you know, in the midst of this very sad and tragic situation because it happened for nothing.
absolutely nothing. Yeah,
So, the Department of Justice is suing Georgia over new voting restrictions. So, you remember how Georgia turned blue in November of 2020, and then they had a repeat with the runoff for Reverend Raphael Warnock and
I can't remember the other person's name.
oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I'm having a brain fart right now.
But we
But
know
yeah,
what you're talking about because
but we
she ain't going.
definitely get constantly gave during the election time gave shout outs to Stacey Abrams for the massive amount of work that she did in Georgia to in order to get that to happen.
For sure.
So now, once all of that went down, there were voter restriction laws put in place to make it harder for people to vote. And when we say people, the Department of Justice believes that these are discriminatory laws geared towards the African American community.
For sure.
So um, they're suing the state of Georgia. I mean, I think the only thing that might make the case hard is how can you prove that the laws are discriminatory?
Well, what were some of the laws that were put in place? Do you know?
Like for instance, if you want to turn in an absentee ballot, you can't do it.
After a
You have
certain
to do
day?
it yourself. Like you can't have your daughter
Oh, yeah, yeah.
chop your uh, ballot off. There's restrictions, I believe, on places to vote. I heard about these a while ago, and please forgive me because I forget a lot of them.
Yeah.
Um,
But
or
just off
like,
of what you said, though, I think they was trying to say even it's hard for certain people to get rides and stuff like that,
mm-hmm,
and where they live from, where they're trying to make them vote, or it's like not even on walking distance or bus line. I want to
mm-hmm,
say that's what I heard.
mm-hmm.
But
Restricting drop-off locations.
yeah, so
I think another thing, and please correct me if I'm wrong, if you know, but another thing was like not being able to like give out like water or refreshments in line when you're waiting
uh,
to vote and stuff like
yeah, I
that.
don't know. They acting sick.
It
I
was a
didn't even
lot.
know that.
Yeah, and but you know what? I feel like when it comes to racism, like people know have no shame at the lengths that they'll go to. Because that's all
Mm,
it is. The root of it, you're mad that Trump lost. You're mad that you lost the Senate seats. Like,
they still want revotes.
which I believe that Reverend Raphael Warnock, his seat will go up again because I think he was just replacing somebody. So
Yeah,
he'll have to get reelected again. Um, it's shameful, like to have, and this is the Republican Party, like going to these lengths is to me is shameful. Like
yeah.
your racism knows no bounds.
It's blatant racism. Right.
So
They're even trying to hide it.
it's super disheartening to know that we live in a country where people have zero shame in trying to prevent other Americans, because we are Americans. You have no shame in trying to prevent other Americans from participating in the process.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
hopefully they err on the side of the DOJ.
um, I hope that too. And I also hope that our country is at a turning point and awakening to where that stuff will be uh, frowned upon and people will reject it. I'm hoping that's the case. Even when the voter restriction laws went into place, there were businesses like Coca-Cola and what else was it? Was it baseball that pulled out?
Yeah.
Um, and while those things do hurt the local economy, in the grand scheme of things, I think it was the right thing to do to take a stand because
Yeah.
those are big, big, big organizations. So to see. that they are taking a firm stance and being against these voter restriction laws is really like good. But shout out to the DOJ, Merrick Garland, for at least making an attempt to sue Georgia over these voter restriction laws, because it ain't right, and y'all just mad. Y'all mad.
Mm-hmm.
Proving that people of color turn the state blue, and y'all mad now.
The black effect.
The black effect. Shout out to Charlemagne. Um,
Happy birthday, Charlotte, man. I think it's his birthday today.
is it?
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday, Charlemagne, if it's your birthday. Oh man, so all of these sad topics. Another sad one. So there was a residential building that collapsed in Miami.
A high rise, yeah.
Yeah. Um, there were, the last I heard, there were 11 confirmed dead, but 150 people still unaccounted for.
Yeah.
When I saw the pictures on the news, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
Man, you should hear this. Well, they showed the whole video of it falling, but there was this girl. Her friend told the story, but she was at the pool when it was happening, and she called her boyfriend or her husband and told her that the pool was collapsing in. And all the phone just cut off. Like all you hear is all this rattling and the phone cut off. So that's when everything happened. But yeah, they said the architect was trying to tell them for years that there was something wrong with that structure.
Really?
Yeah, so people want to make money. They're gonna make money. Sad though. At what cost? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I know that there's so many families who have loved ones who may have passed away or are still unaccounted for, because of this tragic incident. Um, my thoughts and prayers are with you. I just don't know what to say. I'm still shocked that it even happened.
Now, me being naive, thinking that this country is so advanced in technology, I don't understand how been this long and there's still people being unaccounted for. Like
Right.
y'all really can't get through that rubble like that. And but maybe that's just being naive. I don't know.
But then again, they may have to take their time, because you think the forensics got to be down there looking through stuff too, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. It just feel like that it's been a long time for them not to know. I can see it for like a third world country and it happened to.
Hmm.
I can see it taking long then, but I just feel like we got enough manpower and enough technology to be able to get through that rough. I don't know. Maybe that's just I'm thinking like everything on a small scale.
Kenya, I mean, Kenya talking about, man, what I missed. What you trying to do? You trying to hop on or no? Because we didn't get to the good part yet. Well, I don't want to say the good part, but the part that you want to watch. I mean, talk about. Let me know something. Anyway, yeah, that my prayers go out. Shout out, my prayers go out to the families of everybody impacted from the Stretch event.
For
Um,
sure.
um, Now we can get into something a little more lighthearted. Did you watch Verzuz?
Uh, Not really. I watched a little bit of it. That's not my music. It never was my cup of tea. So I tried to watch it, but I had a lot of things going on that day,
Uh huh. Oh
and
yeah. Mm-hmm.
also it just the music wasn't hitting for me.
Well, I
Like
think
little kid music.
with Verzuz, it was entertaining. I liked the banter back and forth between Bow Wow and Soldier Boy. I can't. I tried to watch the whole thing because when it came on, I think that was my travel day back to Pittsburgh. So I didn't get to see it live. I did watch a lot of the replay last night. So
he
well,
kept calling Little Bow Wow Little Pee Wee. But the one thing about Soldier Boy, I feel like his songs don't translate. Um, they didn't through time they didn't
well, first of all,
they didn't stand a
Soldier
true test of
Boy, he just did not do it for me. He played that song, make it clap like 4 times. Bow Wow do got hits, can you? Bow
Now the
Wow
one
has
thing about Bow
hits.
Wow though, Bow Wow was playing songs that wasn't his though.
What you mean?
He played a song at the beginning. It was like a Chris Brown song that he ain't even on, and he was and he was
He ain't
acting
on no
like,
remix or nothing.
no man,
How you know?
cause everybody in the comments was saying the same thing.
Well, how do you know he wasn't like on a unofficial remix or something?
That's exactly what it was. He made his own fucking song of it, but tried to say it was his.
But he still got hits, even if you take that one out.
Yeah, I mean, it was his hits though. They don't resonate with me. So, but the sad thing about it is neither do Soldier Boys. Because
Man,
I'm like,
Kenya, you want added in here or not? Versus, I think that it was entertaining though. I like to see them rip on each other and go back and forth. It was a nice little. It seemed like Swizz Beats and them, they were kind of reluctant to do them at first, but I'm glad that they made the decision to do it because they were fun. They were funny.
no, they shouldn't have did though. I do want to see the Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown one. That's gonna be a good one.
They're doing a versus?
I want to say it's this Thursday.
What? I did not know.
Yes, Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown is doing the verses.
I gotta send Kenya this link real quick. All right. Sorry about that. Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown? Like, what?
Yeah.
Can't believe it. I did not know. I would even though I feel like Bobby Brown kills Keith Sweat, I will watch that for Bobby Brown.
It depends on what Keith Sweat songs are being played because he's been in so many different groups and solo acts. He should have a good 20 in the top.
Wait, is she in here? Kenya? Aw. I thought I added her in.
What are we doing?
Okay. Kenya, you in here? I was trying to add her in the stream. Looks like I'm having difficulty. Oh man. Okay. Well, I tried. Did you watch the link that I sent you with Nori talking
Yeah, I
stuff
had
on
time to
Beanie
do it.
Siegel?
No, I had time to do that today. What's up, Kenya?
Hey, can y'all see me?
Yeah. You all having fun.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up,
Can
y'all?
y'all
Yo,
see
what
me?
up, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, what's
I
good?
see two big smiles.
We lit right now.
Y'all probably needed that little getaway.
Good.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. We in Put in Bay right now. We waiting for the ferry to go back over to Sandusky.
That's what's up, man.
So
I'm really
I
happy that you
really
got
wanted
back.
to talk about the Shy, and y'all know that. Like,
All right, we might as well get into it then.
Oh, so you watched?
Who, me?
no, I did not watch. I
Oh, so
didn't
why
watch.
you even got? You should be
I
kept
want
your
to talk
phone
about last
off.
week's episode.
You want to talk about last week? What happened?
You want to talk about last week's
No,
episode?
all right.
All
Well,
right, start it off. Start it off, because I
no,
don't even.
no, because y'all gonna get into this week's, and I didn't watch it yet.
So you don't even know who shot the mayor.
I do not know who shot the mayor, and that's
Oh,
bullshit.
what?
That's bullshit because I watch
You watch him
early.
first.
Yes,
No,
I do. I be on
we could
that
do the
shit.
week before. We could do the week before. I just know that I was thoroughly entertained when Jake said he do not chase bitches.
Me too. And that just solidifies my comment on Gemma. Whatever Gemma wants, Gemma it tries to get. She's a real good manipulator. Gemma
What? Hold on.
is.
What am I missing here? What happened now?
Well, Jake said he don't chase bitches, and she said, "Please don't say that." She was chasing him. She was chasing him.
You don't think it
Mhm.
was a?
No,
No, I think the dynamic changed so much between Gemma's relationship with Kevin versus her relationship with Jake. Kevin was the chaser with Gemma. Gemma
yes,
is the chaser with Jake.
yes, I agree.
Okay, I agree. I
I
agree
I
mean,
with
had to
don't
put
get
that.
me
my
wrong.
glasses
I
on so I
do
could
feel
see
like
y'all.
Jake likes her, but she's still the chaser.
She definitely is. She's definitely a manipulator. I definitely agree with you when you said Gemma's for the streets. She's for the streets. I feel bad for Kevin. Did Kevin check his chin this episode? Y'all can tell me that. It
Yes,
don't
he
have to
Yes.
be
did.
a
Don't
spoiler
tell her.
alert.
Don't tell
It
her.
don't have to be a spoiler alert.
Oh, never
But
mind. All right, so we said
did
that.
no? Did Kevin check that chin?
No,
Is what
don't
I
Kevin
want
got
to
his
know. Tell
ass
me.
beat.
Did
Kevin got
Kevin
his
check that chin?
Kevin
Jess.
got his ass beat.
hey,
He did.
Jess.
stop. Don't tell her, bro.
Jess, did Kevin check that chin?
Don't tell
He
her.
did.
Okay, that's my boy.
Jessica, look,
That's my boy.
hey, Dupree, Jessica is the spoiler. She will spoil
Yeah,
everything.
I don't
yeah.
care. That's because I don't care who spoils what. I still have to watch the
Don't
rest.
do that.
She'll tell everything. She'll tell the whole episode.
Oh well, I just wanted to know, did Kevin check that damn chin as he should?
So the week before they was at that ball. Um.
With Mayor Perry.
Oh. Keisha had her baby, right?
Right. That episode was so emotional for me. I cried
Mm-hmm.
when Keisha had her baby. I cried when Emmett cried on
Uh,
his dad. I'm so glad that his dad was there for him.
do
Well,
you how do you feel about Keisha talking to that new dude that she worked with?
I feel like it's a good thing for her.
mm-hmm.
And do you feel like Tiffany and Lala can remain friends?
I feel like they
No, they ain't, cause Emmett gonna start messing back with her.
But
Emmett gonna
she
go.
already messing with the dad. You think he gonna?
Nah, he gonna go get that back. Cause
No,
it's,
he
cause it's over
ain't.
for Emmett.
I
He
don't
gonna
think
get
she's
that.
gonna be with it.
Yeah, it's over for Emmett. He going back to get that thing.
Emmett might go back and get Keisha though.
He
Yeah,
might.
that's what I said. He going back because he ain't letting his dad get away with that one.
No, I'm talking about Keisha, his old love.
Yeah,
Oh,
it'll,
you think he
it'll
going
be
back to her?
nice.
I don't think. I think Emmett gonna play it cool for a couple of seasons. I
Uh,
think
no,
he gonna stay with Tiff.
uh, but she know
Right?
she knows a
You
slut.
think Emmett gonna step out?
Who's a slut bucket?
Emmett.
Emmett's a slut bucket.
He definitely is. He followed right
He
after his
definitely
dad.
is.
He
He,
should know he's a smart bucket.
but
He is.
he got kind of humble when Tiffany started stepping out. When Tiff
He
stepped
Yeah.
in,
did. He was trying to change, and ultimately he cheated on Tiff. But
they wasn't married.
I mean, it didn't matter
But I
because he
mean,
said he wasn't.
Is
Because he
it
said he
really
wasn't going to
cheating
do it
that they
again.
wasn't married? It's like,
But Tiff married him, and technically he's for the streets too.
He is.
yeah, but he wanted to be for the streets.
he did. He wanted to be for the streets. Like, what else?
Y'all,
So
I'm so
Kevin caught
glad
him in the hallway,
that
right?
I'm so glad that I was able to join for a minute. But
I am too.
Go have
the
fun. Happy
ferry
birthday.
arrived. The Jet Express. Can y'all see that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Go have
We
fun.
about to get back on and go across this water.
I'm so excited to see where it
And
comes from.
I will talk to y'all in a little bit. Shout out to the O.P.O.V. I'm gonna
Y'all,
drop a few business cards on this ferry before I get off.
Yes.
y'all enjoy y'all's day.
All right, love y'all.
Love
Love
y'all
you
too.
too.
Yeah, so
Oh,
the
that was nice.
so I guess we could talk about this week's
I can't wait till she comes back so we can have a full discussion.
see, I ain't really want to say too much because I be getting the weeks confused. I ain't want to say something that happened
Yeah,
this
I was
week.
kind of trying to think of what can I say? Because I'm like, I don't want to say too much because I might say something from
Cause
this week's
for
episode.
real,
But this week's episode, oh my goodness.
how do you?
How
Cause
about
for real, how do you feel about Papa doing that with Jake and Gemma on trying to do it on this podcast? Don't you think that was kind of selfish?
I thought
They
that was whack. I thought
they
that it was an ambush. I did not
yeah.
like it.
He wanted
Um,
something juicy on his podcast.
right, because everything ain't for everybody. Um, that that right there was that's a real sensitive situation, and I would be mad at anybody who did that to me.
Especially to your kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't be having my kid on there talking about this, that. But also the way he just interrupted this girl when she had that magazine.
That was whack too.
That was
Like,
super whack.
and I felt his girl. Like, can't you give me my time to shine?
Yeah, like you should if you want that to happen, level up, do stuff better.
Right. Right. Now, it would have been a different story if she would have been like, oh, you can find my music on my man's podcast. And then she took the initiative. But for him to just butt in and do that, that was whack.
Yeah, so I'm kind of happy she wants to take a break from being his
I am
girlfriend.
too. But isn't it kind of funny how both Kevin's girls got taken by his friends?
But that's why I like the way Kevin needs to do self-reflecting, and by even the way how he got kicked out of school. Like, dude, it's too late. Like, you did your damage, and I'm glad
Mhm.
Gemma said that to him about his self-medication. Like, everybody knows that you're a little fiend out here, dog.
Like, yeah, yeah. So how do you think Jake felt when Gemma told him in front of Jake that she still loved him? She's like, I still love you, Kevin.
Um, I think if she would have said no, Jake would have called her out on it anyway.
You think?
Yeah, I don't think he felt any type of way. I think he really likes Gemma.
You think Jake really likes her?
Yeah, definitely.
I think he really likes her too.
Which sucks. But then they about to hook Cab up with that one girl.
Oh yeah, yeah. But and then I think Gemma is gonna be so jealous.
Now, I will say this. The one thing I don't like about the Shy, at least in the last couple episodes, is everything is like coincident perfect timing. Like, that just happened to Kevin. Let him mope around and be human for a couple of days or a couple more episodes before he
Yeah,
stumbles into a new girl or whatever. This going to change his mind about everything right after
but
Emmett
they're
done.
they're kids. I think that they move. They might move a little faster than people our age.
I just feel like that. What's the coincidence that happened right after Emmett told him that? And that's
Hey,
the same. That's the same thing with Keisha with the dude that's being like her Superman right now.
I really like that they showed how she's having PTSD still
Yeah,
from what happened to her. That I really like how this show puts stuff into perspective for us, and it don't like allow things like that to get lost. Like she's still not the same, even However,
man, I can't believe her mom had the affair with the brat.
listen, that's what I wanted to get into. She got to feel so dumb now.
And that's what she get too.
This is why it is critical to have open communication in relationships.
God damn.
You think she cheating? She not cheating. Yeah, but at the same time, it's kind of the wife's fault because you wasn't supposed to be like being deceptive. Even
But
if
you
it
never
was
really
something that
asked.
was
You never put the pressure on her to answer you like you just did. Can you hand me that?
I mean, even though it was
Please?
innocent and she was being there for her friend in her time of need, I don't feel like that's something that you had to keep from your spouse.
Yeah, that's why. That's the especially after Emmett found out. Like
Right.
at that point, I'm telling my spouse, especially if I know I'm sitting up there lying to her.
Man, I would have told before that.
It's weird talking about I'm working hard, working late.
Listen, man, when this comes to light, oh man.
But instead of she should have just approached both of them instead of assuming.
Right, right. So, I mean, wow. Just, but ultimately, so I don't know. I still feel like the wife's at fault for lying.
She is. She was being deceptive, but that don't cause you to two wrongs don't make it right.
Two wrongs don't make a right. You're right. Um, I just know that she has to feel so dumb, so dumb, so dumb.
Well,
Like,
that's what happened.
so now on the next episode, is she gonna tell her? Is that what we saw in previews?
Dad will just be riding around with guilt, the guilt face for the rest
Man,
of the season.
that was so whack. Did you see your boy Vic Mensa?
Yeah, but he been in the last couple episodes.
I think I saw him in one earlier, but I didn't. That was the only ones I seen him in. But
Hey, yeah, that his character it's okay. I just don't that the way they're doing that police in the area without police in the area doesn't seem too structured to me.
I have a fly terrorize me. Sorry.
I've just seen it fly. I say just seen the fly.
It's like only when we go to record, I have this type of issue.
But yeah, I don't really care too much about the that Vic Mensa and them defunding the police. That side of the story.
But I mean, they're trying to capture stuff that's real and happening.
It
So
don't work in Chicago. I'm sorry.
no, I don't think it would either. But I just like how they're at least trying to capture the things that are happening today on the show. Um, so they get an A for effort from me.
Yeah,
So how about the brother catching Jake and Gemma and then like breaking it up to have a talk? Like,
I like that, and I like the talk he had with it.
yeah. So is this Jake's transition into manhood and being a straight shooter?
I think Gemma's gonna get pregnant. But I already said that.
You think?
I said that though.
I think that because of Gemma, and this is my prediction, I think because of Gemma, Jake is probably gonna gravitate towards living back with Duda.
I think this is what I think. I think Gemma is going to get pregnant. Jake's going to go to some type of jail, and Kevin is going to be the successful one out of their little crew.
Hmm.
And I know
Uh,
Kevin's going to be successful just because how much stuff he's going through right now.
I really think I think Gemma and her father are really gonna play a big part, and Jake kind of like,
Him being, but also I can see it to where he's letting Gemma use Jake so they can control Duda.
that's a different angle that I didn't think of. The only problem is, oh yeah, because Duda cares about Jake, but I'm like, Jake don't care about Duda.
Duda, I mean, Jake is the only reason why they doing the defunding the police.
Yeah, so I don't know, but
But it's a good series. We'll see what happens.
it is a good series. Shout out to Lena Waithe and all of the folks over there who are working to put together a great show for us to watch. I'm really enjoying this season. I just think it's so funny how I'm most into the kids' storyline of anybody else.
Yeah,
So it's good. It's a good show.
they make the show.
They do. They do. As far as the shooter of Duda, you have any thoughts on that?
I thought that was a little corny, but I guess they got to try to put an ending to the Brandon saga.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty corny there. And then
Hmm.
even the way I would have rather them say he say he didn't remember who shot him more than
Yeah.
him say it was Brandon's mom. No, we're not going after her because I killed his son. I killed their son.
Yeah, but if we remember back to the beginning of the episode, we still don't technically know if Brandon's actually dead.
I thought she said you killed my son.
That's what she said, but we still have not seen a body.
Put it like this: the Brandon that we know, Jason Mitchell, he's not coming back. So he's
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
They might have Brandon come back. It ain't gonna be Jason Mitchell though.
Maybe that man have him talking on the phone. But
Well,
I mean, I do like how they put it out there so that at least they have the option to take it in that direction if that's what they wanted to do. So we'll see. I don't know. But I definitely, she was not on on my radar as someone who could have been the shooter. She was not.
she wasn't on mine either, but I would have liked to see her stay on the show as an actress, just not
Hmm.
as a murderer or
Yeah,
a killer. Because I think she is a good actress. She played on the Wire also.
yeah, I liked her on The Wire as well. Yeah,
I just don't. That role would have been cool if it had all played out and Brandon Down would have been a big part of the show. And then she came back next season and shot him. I would have respected that more than he just going away and now she's coming back shooting him. Like,
yeah. I mean, they did have a funeral, but it was more like a memorial service.
yeah, I ain't into that part of the story, but I love Lena Waithe's way of being able to bounce back from that tragedy of him being caught up and mess ruining our show. I feel like that
Yeah.
redemption story is better than the storyline.
Now, do you think he deserves Jason Mitchell, the actor, deserves a chance at redemption at this point?
Um, I don't think nobody should get blackballed for life, but I do feel like if he still has that same demeanor to where people's uncomfortable to work with him, he doesn't need to be getting any big roles anytime soon. I'll
No,
say
he
that
doesn't.
much.
He
But
doesn't.
if all that other stuff, as far as the drug stuff and all that stuff, if he gets clear to that, and he's able to conduct himself well around people, I don't see why not. He did less than some of these other actors did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember Robert Downey Jr. used to be a fuck up when he was a kid.
Yeah, he did. But he's also white.
Yeah,
So, black people were given much less grace.
Mike Tyson used to be a fucking
Yeah. Mike Tyson is an outlier.
huh?
Sam Mike Tyson is an outlier as far as these situations
For
go.
black people, yeah,
Yeah.
Mike Tyson and Tupac are outliers.
Yeah.
But
So,
yeah, a lot of times black people get blackballed, but we'll see.
yeah. Well, do we have anything else?
That's about it. Kind
All
of late.
right. Well, this is the O.P.O.V podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we love you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Peace out.
Bye.